Okay. Hey guys, let's go ahead and get started. So let me see if I got everything going in the right way. Let's do a different view. Okay. I keep on saying I have to establish a secure connection. Okay. Anyways, hey guys, welcome to our team call. I'm super excited to have Libbie join us today in kind of a Q&A. I felt like that would be fun just because she's a newer coach. She's been with us a couple of months, but she's just super crushing reels, getting people signed up, all of the things. And so I thought it'd be relatable and fun to chat with her and just kind of see what's working for her in the business. So I did want to pull up some slides that I made. Let's present these babies. I wanted to recap this because it is just such cool incentives that hitting Success Club in January. So Success Club means that you've got 5 points. Typically, they come from total solution packages, 2 points per total solution package. And then of course that would be 3 then for Success Club. You can earn Success Club points by 125 volume points that don't come from Success Club points. So I don't want that to be over your head or anything or just too much. But like, for example, if Shakeology is 90 and Energize is 40, like that would get you a Success Club point, just for an example. So anyways, you get this super cute crew neck from me. I love it. I'm going to get myself one. You always earn 25% commission off anything. So that's about 150 if you're doing around 50, 50, 50. You get a webinar. This is from Beachbody. This is our mindset coach, Petra Kolber. So it's a 2-part series. I'm sure it's going to be cool. I just don't know any really details about it. And then apparently, if you hit Success Club and you have a coach that hits Success Club, you get a $100 bonus. So I wanted to make sure to talk about this part today, this week, because you want to be able to hit Success Club in the 12th month. That has to start today, this month. So I've got a crazy kid. It's 8 o'clock. If you hit 3 months in Success Club, it's a $50 bonus. 6 months it's a 75, and so you get 50 and you get 75, and then you get the 100 and the 125. And then if you hit Success Club continuously, you have free vacation to Punta Cana. Very, very cool. And then our elite our executive program says that if you hit Success Club for 12 months and you have 10 coaches in Success Club. So it sounds like kind of a far way away, but that could be 2 coaches hitting Success Club 5 times even. So super simple, that you would get a $1,000 bonus in December. Anyways, just had to recap that because just such cool things. I don't want you to miss out on it. I also don't want it to be like pressured, but just like super cool. So I am going to mute myself and my crazy baby and kind of let Libbie take it away. And we just can hear what she has to say. And then if we have any questions or if you're thinking about anything, just write it in the chat, or we can ask later. So let me get myself muted.
All right. Hi, guys. I'm Libbie. And when Kinsey asked me to talk tonight, I just said yes right away. And that's kind of what I've been doing with my coaching business, is just jumping in with both feet and asking questions later. Do you know what I mean? So I've just been kind of going because I really believe in saying yes to all the opportunities that are in front of me, so that whatever one is gonna be the one, I'm gonna get it. It's gonna be right there. So just to introduce myself a little bit, I'm Libbie. This is a little picture of my family staying up to see the ball drop on New Year's Eve. So we all kind of look a little bit of a hot mess. But I've got my two kids that are almost 10. My son will be 10 next week, and my daughter just turned 7. I am a full-time first grade teacher. I'm a wifey. And then when I was rereading through this, I realized I didn't put body partner on there. And I'm like, that is something I am now. And I'm got to remember to put that as part of who I am. And so that was kind of a fun little thing to add there. So those are all the things that I have going on in my life starting as a coach. So when do I work my business? So I really work it throughout the day. I try not to get behind in what's on my mind. So I do a lot of this stuff early in the morning so that if the day gets away from me, at least I've already done stuff. So throughout the day, an hour or more per day, just depending on what it looks like. So before work, I send my invites, and I also try and do my follow-ups before as well. And what's been working for me this month, I printed out all of those trackers and put them stapled together. So I have like written for myself what like my business tracker. So I have like the 5 people I'm going to be reaching out to, and I write it down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or rather Thursday through Wednesday. And then I have it stapled for the next week so that I can make sure that everybody has another check mark, that I've gone back and at least touched base with them, and they're all stapled in the same place. I don't know, that might sound like duh, why wouldn't you be doing that? But for me, that was like, okay, I felt very organized. So the invites and the follow-ups before work is a big goal of mine, and I've been pretty consistent with doing that. And that has led to some really good conversations so far, and I've had a lot of back and forth. At first, I was kind of like, should I be inviting everybody on my list on a day that I have so like a bunch of free time or something? And I've realized not to do that, because then I start getting into these conversations with people, and it might go nowhere except for a friendly conversation or a reconnection with somebody, but I can give them my attention because there's only 1 or 2 people responding to me. Whereas if I had invited a bunch of people and then they're like, no, not right now, then I might just like click past them and keep talking to the next person, instead of saying, I totally understand. Like, how's your daughter? I haven't seen you guys in forever. And then I'm making this personal connection to kind of open that doorway just a little bit more of a crack, because, you know, these are people that maybe I don't talk to regularly, but we do have somewhat of a relationship. So that's my morning. And then during work, during my work hours, like when the kids are at lunch or at their specials, or when I'm at recess, I will post my stories or my pre-planned reels. So I don't schedule send my reels on Instagram, but I have them pretty much set. Maybe I'm just working on the caption. And so I have it at least recorded, and then I can have my wheel still turning, but I can post it pretty easily and then put it away and not think about it for a while, open it back up, see how many views it got. So that's exciting and fun. And then after bedtime at night, usually I still have some energy for that. My kids go to bed between 7:30 and 9. So I still have like an hour of time to do something. So what my something has been lately is the new coach mentorship that's on theboards.com and posted in our Facebook groups and everything from Kelsey. And then I'm also doing like an academy workshop through Chic Influencers, which is Melanie Mitro, if you know her, and Katie Ersta, and they're both Beachbody originals, and then they've taken their business and gotten bigger. And so they help teach people who are in direct sales how to do direct sales. So I respect them because they're coming from a body perspective as well. So that's another thing that I've been doing as part of my business, and that's usually after bedtime. So now how do I think of real ideas and plan my social? So I am just like what Kenzie always says, like, didn't have very many followers, still don't have a super big number of followers, but I've increased my following a lot over the past few months. So posting was definitely not something I had any real experience with. And reels were like, I remember when my friend, before I was even doing this, my friend like posted a reel and I was like, how did you do that? Like, I didn't even know that it was so easy to do. And now it's just trying to think of all the ideas. So, how do I think of ideas? Is really, I do a lot of copying. So, I imitate greatness, is what I said. But I also follow accounts that suggest types of reels and types of content. So, these few people at the top, Katie Writes Content, Chic Influencer, and Melanie Mitro. Those are the two ladies that run the Chic Influencer Academy that I'm going through. And then the next two are just people that I have, accounts that I have interacted with and gotten a lot of info from and gotten a lot of just inspiration from. So those are good ones to follow if you're looking for inspiration. And then people that I copy, like almost verbatim, are obviously Kelsey and Kenzie. And then Tori Hyman Fit is also a beach body coach or a body partner. She was actually my coach a while back, a few years ago, and she was who I signed up with. And I still have a great relationship with her. She just is doing her business differently than I wanted to do my business. And that's why I switched over to Kenzie, because that felt more in line with my goals and ideas. So she's a great person to watch. She's got really great, inspiring reels. And then Julie Boris is just another one that I've liked her content and I copy or get sound bites and stuff like that from. And then also just searching trending sounds and recommended reels for inspiration. So, you know, when you're just scrolling, whatever pops up that you like and it just like speaks to you, I could do X, Y, or Z with this. I just save it. And then I might be saving like 3 or 4 things in that 10-minute scroll. And then I'll just go back to it later and see if it still speaks to me, kind of thing. So that's what I do on social. So where am I finding people and what am I sending them? So I've been really tapping into my immediate social network of Facebook and Instagram, and then my phone contacts. So on Facebook, I did the insider group. I don't know if you guys have all started your insider group or are going through the new coach mentorship on boards, but I did start my group and I still haven't hit my 50 people, but I'm like 45 or something like that. But it really has gotten me back on Facebook and reaching out and inviting like all the women that I am connected with. And another thing that Facebook is good with. So I'll start with the Facebook side. So I'm reconnecting with people that I'm friends with from college, people that, you know, I just have followed from time to time, friends of friends. But then it also suggests people. And actually, one thing that I did the other day, which was really kind of funny, is I got an alert that somebody had accepted my friend request. And so it took me to the friend request area. And I have like all these people that I never responded to when they like friend requested me like 3 or 4 years ago. And maybe it was people that I worked with at the time, or some of them were parents of students I taught, which I wasn't going to accept friend requests from at the time. But now their kids are older and I see them outside of school and I'm friendly with them. So now I'm just like, accept, accept, accept. And so it's alerting these people like 5 years later, I've accepted their friend request. But then I can invite them to my insider group and they accept. And so that's another connection that I never would have thought of had I not been trying to fill out this insider group. Another thing that's new to me on Facebook is that you can get followers from your reels on Facebook too. And so there is a way to look at your followers, which is totally separate from your friends. And you can friend request them, you can message them. And I have made a couple connections that way as well. So stranger connections. which is really interesting and where I'm trying to go, right? I'm not going to make all of my connections with people that I know personally. So it is good that I'm being able to make some more connections through Facebook, which I wasn't expecting. Same thing on the Instagram side, liking other people's reels. When people like my reels, I'll give their stuff a quick look, and if it doesn't look shady, I'll just friend request them or follow them, and then they'll follow me back, or sometimes they'll follow me. And then if it looks like something that I want to see on my screen, then I will follow them as well. If it's not necessarily, or I can't tell, I can reach out and message them. A lot of times it's spammy stuff that is just like random accounts liking my account, but they don't sound like real people. So just kind of brush past that. But if I'm seeing content on specific pages that are in our realm, but not doing what I'm doing, then that's exciting to me too, because it's like people that are maybe posting healthy recipes, or other teachers, or busy moms and that kind of thing, that are valid accounts that are doing stuff like what we're doing here, but not necessarily in my exact bubble. So that's good to like kind of reach out there and have those different connections as well. And then here's just an example. This is specifically what I would send to people that are my followers on Facebook through Reels. And so I would say, hi, Rosa, I noticed you've been watching my stories here on Facebook. I love getting feedback from the community. Are you more interested in my workout reels or my recipe reels? Are you looking for specific motivation in any area? I'm happy to give you some more information and chat about any challenges you're currently having. Either way, let me know your thoughts. XO Libbie. That sometimes works. I have started adding a question at the end, so it prompts an answer more so, because this one is a little like, hi, I'm here if you need me, but that's not gotten as much feedback as when I specifically ask a question, because I kind of put my questions in the middle there, so I need that more at the end. So yeah, that's also, I want to make sure that I'm not, if somebody has been liking all of my recipe reels and I reach out and say, hey, thanks for the support with my workout reels, because I don't know, because I can't see which reels they've been liking, they're just my new follower, then it's going to put them off, because they're going to be like, you don't know who I am. So I want to ask them what they're interested in. So top tips for someone who's new or never signed anyone up. My biggest top tip is to practice. So my mom actually did sign up recently. And so I would suggest talking to your mom like she's a client and see what she's looking for, because I had her on the phone and I had everything in front of me, and she was like, and this is what I want, and I'm not sure if I want this. And so I'm like poking through everywhere trying to find exactly what it is that she wants. And I'm like, Mom, I'm so glad you're the one who's signing up with me right now, because this is really good practice, because I want to give you exactly what you want, but I'm not super familiar with everything. So that leads me to the second part, is to familiarize yourself with the products and prices. So now that I had that experience, I'm like, crap, I need to really know what it is that I'm talking about, so that I can give really quick feedback and not have to spend a bunch of time researching what it is that the people are asking me about. And then this kind of goes into tips for someone who's new, not necessarily about signing people up, but planning your personal progress before you plan your work times. So this is something that Melanie Mitra really speaks about, is putting out what you need to do for yourself and your family and your life, and planning your work around it. So what that means is not just filling in the gaps, like, okay, I have a few minutes here and a few minutes there, but making sure that you're putting your priorities first, so that you're not accidentally overworking yourself in one area or another. So for example, in the beginning of this month, like I said at the beginning of the call here, I am jumping into everything with both feet, and I'm saying yes to everything. And it's been very exciting. But I'm also in this insulated bubble where I feel like I'm doing so much exciting stuff. And at the same time, my husband is going, where are you? You know, we've missed out on times to hang out a little bit or do this or that. And he has felt like a lot is getting put onto him. And I wasn't recognizing that because I was thinking this is something fun and exciting and new, and it's something that I'm doing for all of us. But I wasn't planning appropriately. So that's an example. Another example is planning for yourself, such as your workouts and your meal planning have to come before your content planning if it's not going alongside it. Because if you're getting up and you're spending all of your time in the morning before work, planning your reels, writing your reels, posting them, and then you go to work and you haven't done your workout, you haven't packed healthy foods, and you haven't made any personal contacts with anybody, then you're stunting yourself right there. So you really need to plan your personal progress before you plan your work stuff. And it becomes so much easier once you get into the pattern of it. You just got to be cautious at the beginning. The next thing I said is to be a broken record. Don't get caught up in the new too much unless that's something that's really fun for you and you have time for. This kind of connects back to how I come up with real ideas and stuff. Following those accounts that I do and copying them and then repeating maybe not the exact same video, but the same concept, maybe a different song or a different subtitle or something like that is totally fine because you're trying to be consistently showing the public exactly what it is that you're offering. So if you're doing a whole bunch of different things bouncing around here and there, and it's not all cohesive and connecting to the fact that you are a coach that is building a business for like-minded women trying to promote your business as such, then it's just going to be a fun account that people will look at from time to time, but they won't go to if they're interested in joining some sort of fitness or making changes or asking questions. You're not going to be the one that stands out to them. So be a broken record, be the same thing over and over again, just spice it up from time to time, and don't worry about like trying to reinvent the wheel with all of that. Schedule your content by day. So even if you don't know what you're going to post, you know the type of post you're looking for. So for example, trying to think of days to post things that are inspirational, educational, or specifically for entertainment, and cycling those throughout the week. And then always throwing in a transformation every like week and a half or so. I think somebody once said 9 days. Every 9 days is when you should do a transformation post specific to you and not necessarily your own clients, but that can also be put in there on an inspiration day. So if I know that I have a few ideas for inspiration, education, and entertainment, like inspiration, I'm going to be talking about my morning routine or what I eat throughout the day, or my client progress or my personal progress. Those would all fall into inspiration. Education would be a meal idea, working out at home specific to body, like a sign up now kind of thing. And then an entertainment could just be something silly. I've been doing workout remixes, fitness remixes, where I take a challenge, like a fitness challenge against somebody, and I post it on Fridays. That's fun to do, and it just grabs eyes on your screen, but then they don't come to you necessarily looking for entertainment, but you've got that sprinkled in there as well. So if I know I have all these ideas and I know on Wednesday I'm posting an educational post, I don't have to necessarily have it all drawn up if it's been a particularly busy week, because I can go through and say, okay, super easy. I'm going to do this. I have this already recorded because I don't remember what I said, educational or entertainment, whatever it was. I already have videos of me working out recorded because I do that all the time. So what can I use and then put it together because I know the type of post that I'm looking for that day. And then the last recommendation I have is to always reach out to your coach Kenzie has been a wealth of information for me. She's always been really helpful whenever I have a quick question. She responds so well, and it's like really nice to know that somebody who's been in your shoes is going to be there to answer your quick question, and it doesn't have to be like a huge worry of like, I don't want to bother her, because she makes it really easy for you to feel like you're not bothering her. So those are my top tips. And that's about all I got today. So I guess we'll ask if anybody has any other questions. But it's been really fun to do this, and I hope you guys maybe got a little bit out of it.
Yeah, you totally rocked it. I feel like I could have like commented on each thing and just been like, yes, yes, yes. But yeah, does anybody have any questions specific for Libbie or me? It doesn't really matter, but we can kind of open it up if anybody does. All right. Well, you rocked it. I feel like that was all good. My biggest takeaway, everything was really good, was the entertainment, educational, and inspirational. I like that. I hadn't really like heard that specifically. So anyways, you crushed it. And I just kind of wanted to share this photo. I've shared it literally like 3 or 4 times, but I can't get over this idea of us all kind of coming together. And I want to like be a broken record, kind of like you were saying about this idea, because then it will come to life. I just imagine us like going for this rank of elite together, and basically it's five diamonds and a whole bunch of points that come from Success Club. But I was like, okay, Coach Summit is in Texas. And first of all, we all need to get to Texas for our Coach Summit. It's kind of blurry, but it's June 21 through 25th. And tickets are, I think, 175. I think they normally like, I don't know if they get lower and then they get higher, if they always get lower now. I can't really remember how that goes, but I just have this vision of us maybe even going down either one day early or celebrating that like whatever day, that Thursday in the day, because there's nothing really going on, and like having this cool photo shoot of us like cowgirl because it's Texas, and having cute hats that all match and like just matching shirts. I just think that we together can literally do so much because it's January. And I just know that we have so much potential. And I think that last year in general was not an awesome year for a lot of people. And that's okay. And I think though that we can like move past it. And like really just go for it this year. And I'm just super, super excited. I have a vision of us having a party like this, having some sort of, party, catering, photo shoots, all kinds of cool stuff. And I think that we will do it. And so I just wanted to share that and kind of get that in our minds. Like, we've got these Success Club incentives, we've got these rank incentives, and this is kind of where we're going as a team. And then of course there would be like, I don't know, obviously other things that I don't even know. This is just my first of my planning. So we got to get to Texas all together. We got to work together to all hit Success Club for our own selves, because that's what's going to motivate you. And yes, the team aspect is really cool, but I mean, taking a photo like this and having a celebration, it's not really going to get you up in the morning. It's the fact of like, hey, I'm earning $150 just because I signed up 3 people on my social media, or anything like that. Like whatever does motivate you. And kind of like I said on something, I don't know what it was, like maybe even setting some rewards for yourself. So let's just say you help one person. Okay, what could that $50, like what would you really want to do with that? For me at the beginning, it was always I would never get my nails done. I was like, oh my gosh, that's way too expensive. Like, I don't know, getting my nails done. No. And like I would dread getting my hair done because my husband would get mad at me because it's like $100 and all this stuff. And so I'm like, I'm going to use my Beachbody money because this is my money, and I'm going to get my nails done, and I'm going to save up my money in a little envelope, and I'm going to get my highlights done guilt-free. And just the very simplest stuff, but just kind of be thinking in your mind, like simple and small, but like, what can that do for you? And what maybe it is saving for a vacation or something. But I know my next goal is being a 1-star diamond leader, and I'm going to get this lime green pink lily workout set. So I have it in mind. I'm super excited. And when I do that, then I'm getting myself that workout set. So kind of like setting these small goals to yourself, and what that could really do for you. But then, having the bigger picture in the back of your mind is always cool too. This was me walking on the stage, and that was from hitting Success Club 36 times in a row. I think it was 36. It was Success Club 10, 36 times in a row, actually. But anyways, just wanted to throw that out there. But last slide, and I got to hurry because we're on a time crunch. I have like we have 6 minutes left. That's okay. Is I follow a couple different like life coaches, I guess. And one of the people, Bob Heilig, he's always talking about transformational and not transactional. And I saw something today that really made me think about, we are problem solvers. And he was suggesting in his Instagram to not as much be posting product. Here's what I got going on, which is a lot of time what I do, to be honest. But he was saying that if we can speak to someone's problem, then we will relate to them. So kind of on a little bit more of a deeper level. So for example, I used to always quit on myself. And now I have this bod group, or have a calendar to check mark off the boxes of my workout program. Or it could be even, I used to never spend money on myself, and then I started making a little bit extra money. And so he just kind of suggested to speak to people's problems, because we are problem solvers. Same with like, I have spoken on that I used to always have hamburger helper and like the little bagged frozen dinners, and it's just what I did. I was just like normal, and I didn't even know any different from that, really. And so, speaking to that, and then learning about nutrition and really understanding like nutrients of your body. So anyways, and then just kind of thinking about the person who you were before Beachbody, and what value does she need? Like, what can you give to her? So for me, I'm obviously the recipes girl, but that doesn't have to be you. That could be inspiration to get up in the morning, or to get your workout in, or to keep going, or whatever. And then what solution do you have for the people? So, and then same for like, we kind of are speaking to two separate groups, our ideal client and our ideal coach. So what is our biggest problem of an ideal coach might be something more related to like money or something like that. Or maybe being stuck in like a job, or kind of something like that. Kind of like the post that I posted today, if you saw it. But anyways, we are out of time, but thank you so much, Libbie. It was very helpful. And we can keep chatting, but I will end this meeting, and thanks all for hopping on. It was really fun. I will see you guys later.